I was not expecting Agatha to do 600, but what she did is a masterclass. Like, there is nothing to say about it. She did amazing, and I really like her as an athlete, as a person, so I was really, really happy for her. I really think that was my chance to win. I was as strong as I had ever been at that moment. I was there when I saw Carola cross the 500 at the 63, and now I saw Agatha crossing the 600, and I'm like, I had the same feeling. Now that I have seen her doing that, I'm gonna do it.
My name is Lya Bavoil, and this is a breakdown of my powerlifting career. My early years of competing.
I thought I was strong at that time. So it's funny to watch them back. I knew I had potential like for strength sport since I'm a kid. At first I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to look like a fit girl. Actually, I realized that I was not so much into physique, like how it looks like, and I loved to feel strong and to lift heavy weights. So when I discovered about powerlifting, I was like, I want to do that. I don't care about bodybuilding anymore. I just want to do powerlifting. And I wanted to watch it and see what the level was. I think it was Europeans, and I was like, one day I will be there. I didn't know how long it would take me, but that was really, really a dream to be a world champ.
My first international competition, Europeans 2018.
I almost bombed out on squat. That's something I learned the hard way is I was training with helico sleeves. So I had like no resistance on my squat, like I could go really deep. And I never trained with the SBD knee sleeves, but the French Federation has a partnership with the SBD. So that was the first time I was using them. I never struggled with that because I was like super deep. And right now I don't understand like why I had so much resistance compared to the helico one. So I remember I was passing back and forth in the back and telling the head coach, I can't pump out, I can't pump out. It's gonna be too a shame, I can't pump out. So on the last one I was like, I should keep everything I have. I knew she would be a big competitor because she was really experienced already at that time and she was really strong too. And I think I lost point with that squat and I couldn't make it on deadlift because she had way stronger deadlift than me at that time. Yeah, I wanted to win really, really bad, but I didn't. I really like Ivana. She's a really good athlete, and I really like her as a person too. So I was happy she was winning. Like you don't always win in sport. Like it's like that. Like even the best one, like Serena Williams, or like other athletes, at some point they lost in their career.
IPF World Championships 2019.
So that was my first World Championship. So the goal was not winning at that competition, but it was like be on the podium no matter what. So I was against Carola and Samantha Calhoun. Everybody was saying that the USA is gonna win. And I was like, they don't see Carola coming. And I was like, I knew Carola was going to win. So I was like, I don't know if I was gonna be second or third, but I want to be on that podium. And that was, yeah, so we fight for the world record. That was my first world record ever. I just regret that the French team didn't play the second place because I think I needed like 2.5 more on my last deadlift, like to try the second place against Samantha. But at that time, it was already so amazing for French lifters to be on the podium that they just wanted to secure. And the other thing is, when I saw Carola hitting for the first time 500 kilo total, that was huge at that time at 63. It just shifted something in my mind. And I was like, if she can do it, I can do it. I see it as a rivalry on the platform for sure, because I think she's really the main competitor that I can beat her and she can beat me. And I think she will, as long as she competes and I compete, I think we will always be. Yeah.
The European Championships 2019.
That one is really special because my first gold medal, my first title, and that was my worst competition ever. I had my period the day of the meet and I was cutting and I woke up at 64. So I do the hot bath with my best friend and I was not losing weight. So I was like losing 100 grams by 100 grams. I arrived like 10 minutes before the end, and I weighed at 63.00. Yeah, it was bad because I was, so squat starting, I was cramping on bench, and I was not feeling good at all, so I was trying to make up for it with taking too much caffeine. We had 63 group, we had the 72 group, so I have 1 hour between squat, bench deadlift, so I was sleeping between each lift. But at the same time, I really performed well.
Salon Worker Meet 2020.
It was during COVID time. I was training in my flat. I remember it as a good time too because the world just slowed down and I could just focus on training. Like I was not working anymore because school was closed. I can rest and sleep whenever I want, how much hour I want. You don't have mental stress either. Like I was not seeing anybody. I was just me and my cat, the rack on the kitchen, and just doing that all day. So that's when I had a really huge peak of performance and like could increase really big my total. I think before that I was at 550, something like that, and I put like almost more than 30 kilos on my total as a 63. And that one is special because Salon Worker is our brand and it's something we organized every year. So
IPF World Championships 2021.
So that's my first world title. Very special after 2 years without no competition at all. And I really wanted that world title so bad because I had the world record on squat and total, but I didn't have any world title yet. I remember at that time I felt like I didn't really win because Carola was not there. Do I really deserve that world title because I didn't have the fight? Because I think she pulled out like few weeks before because she was injured.
IPF World Championships 2022.
Yeah, that one always makes me emotional. I missed weight. So that was my first failure. Like, you know, sometimes you're not happy with what you do on the platform. You always want more, you miss a lift, and you feel like it's failure. But I'm like, no, it's actually not failure because you make it to the platform and you did. But that one, not even have the chance to compete when you train so hard and you travel so long and so far, and you miss weight, something that it's your responsibility to do, that one hurts. The day before the meet, I woke up at 65 kilos. So I was like, oh, that's gonna be an easy cut. Like, and the day go, more I feel like something is wrong, but I didn't know why. I felt bloated, I didn't feel very comfortable. And I go back to the hotel the night before, and it was like 10 p.m. already, and I was at 67 kilos. I was like, there is something wrong. Like, how can I wake up at 65, doing my gut cut and everything, cutting water and stuff, and be at 67? Like, something is wrong. So yeah, so afterwards, I tested positive for COVID. So that explained why I put on weight. So we do hot bath until like 3 a.m. I go back to 65. I go to sleep, and I lost, like, I was at 64.5 when I woke up. Yeah, I didn't make it for 300 grams. Like, so I did sauna, hot bath, and at some point I just had like a real mental break. So to be honest, I think I could have made weight, but I didn't because mentally I has been weak. It was a big discussion between 69 and 63, but before leaving 63, I really wanted to do a meet and prove myself I could make weight and do something big at the 63. The Arnold's 2022. Afterwards, I needed to do a competition like as soon as possible. Like, I didn't want to wait until the European that was in December. And Carola was there. I took the best female. I did world record on squat, deadlift, and total, and I beat Carola. That was the 3 main goals. So I knew there were more to come because I knew at some point she's gonna join 69, or I will go back 63 and meet her again. So The picture of that meal was amazing. They are by far my favorites for sure.
Sheffield 2023.
So obviously I didn't qualify for Sheffield because I didn't do words. So I got the white card, but when I got the white card, I could barely squat and deadlift. So what happened with my back, I started to feel my back around February, March 2023. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be okay. It's all right, like it's bothered me, but it's all right. After I started with squats, so I was already barely deadlifting and I stopped squatting because it was really, really too painful. So I was in pain all the time. And so I got that white card and I'm like, I knew I had really little chance to win, even being 69. And that's why too, I switched over 69 for a moment because to have my back recover. That was really, really stressful. To be honest, I didn't want to be there because I felt sad, frustrated to not be able to really push and be able to compete at the level I think I'm capable to. So people ask me why I straightened my hair. Before the event, I went to the hairdresser and she did something really bad with my cut, and when it was curly, it was so bad, and I was upset about that too. So that's why I straightened to like try to not show it. Maybe it can sound stupid, but for me, in order to perform good and feel strong, I have to feel pretty too and beautiful and like good looking and good in my skin and everything.
IPF World Championships 2023.
The goal was really simple. I just wanted to push a little bit the world record and just qualify for Sheffield. So yeah, goals completed. Well, that was actually my first world title as a 69. It's funny because I had at that time the world record total in 69, but I didn't have the world title. I think I never go in like, oh, I'm so far ahead that, oh yeah, I'm gonna win. No, it's like, always focus 100% in what I have to do the match, do the lifts, and with it from there.
Sheffield 2024.
That one makes me really happy. Totally different from Sheffield 2023. I'm healthy again. It's the first time since the Arnold's actually, and even before the Arnold, that I can really push through like full block to push my total, my lifts on squat, deadlift and bench without pain. I wanted to show that you can come back from a back injury too. When I did 218, I just knew 225 was there. My best daily was 231 before, and I did like 6 kilos more. So the plan was 240. And when I compete, I don't look at anything. So I didn't know I was going for 600, for example. So when I don't see 240 on the screen before going on the platform, I was like, what? And I look at Ben, I was, why there is no 240? And he said, you need 230.5. But he didn't explain me that actually I needed that to beat Carola. So I stepped on the platform and I was like, feeling weird. And after he told me like, you needed that to come second. I was like, you couldn't tell me before? Maybe I would have me up a little bit more. I was not expecting Agatha to do 600, but what she did is a masterclass. Like, there is nothing to say about it. She did amazing, and I really like her as an athlete, as a person, so I was really, really happy for her. I really think that was my chance to win. I was as strong as I had ever been at that moment. I was there when I saw Carola cross the 500 as a 63, and now I saw Agatha crossing the 600, and I'm like, I had the same feeling. Now that I have seen her doing that, I'm gonna do it. I got a lot of messages asking me if I'm staying 69 or going back 63. I think I'm not done with 69 yet. I have room to fill the category because I'm quite light, I'm 66 kilos. So I'm staying 69 for the moment. I keep saying that I might come back 63 at some point, but I don't know when for the moment, but I think I will. So next competition is words. So I'm already back to work, and we will see from there. We arrived late 2022, and I wanted to do a special one for me, Tiff, and Pana, so we did like the same picture, and I just took like all the pictures. So that's our office where we work. The boss is here, Anita. That is supposed to be my desk, but everybody was making fun of me because it's a kitchen stuff actually that I bought because I like to work being like up, and now everybody wants to use it, and when they were making fun of me for buying it.